Well, Superman is the greatest superhero of all time. There's no debate. I don't want to hear anything, son. What you got to say?
I don't know. There are plenty of great superheroes out there. Spider-Man, Batman, even Green Lantern, Flash, Wonder Woman. There's so many good ones.
All right. Well, you're right. But that's something that we will discuss on this podcast. And now that we got your attention, welcome to the Panel the Player podcast. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the very, very first episode of the Panel the Player podcast. I'm your host, Q. I am joined by
Jay.
All right. so, well, welcome in, everybody. This is a podcast where we talk about all things games, comics, and heroes. Just a little bit about us. We are father and son. In case you can't tell, I am the father, and Jay is the son. And we just started this podcast because of our love of all things games, comics, and superheroes. I mean, whether it be movies, comic books, you name it, we love it. So, like I said in the beginning, my favorite superhero of all time is Superman. To me, he's the GOAT. I mean, you can't convince me otherwise. So I'm sorry. So, son, I don't know who your favorite superhero is. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Batman. Am I wrong or am I right?
Nowadays, I would say actually Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Spider-Man. Okay. I see. I can get behind that. I can get behind it. But we are mostly DC guys,
Which is rare.
which is very rare. Very, very rare. With Marvel taking over everything, it's very rare that you see people that still like DC. But we are a couple guys that still like DC. But things about this show that we'll talk about we'll talk about gaming, of course, comic books, TV shows, all things nerd kingdom type of thing. So without further ado, let's get into our first segment, our multiverse minute. All right, first up, son, Mr. Terrific and Jimmy Olsen are both getting a TV show. What are your thoughts on that?
Mr. Terrific doesn't surprise me.
Okay,
We saw how everybody liked his fight scene in Superman. We saw how everybody reacted to it.
okay, right.
Jimmy Olsen, though. I get he's Superman's pal and stuff,
That he is.
but what? Why does he need his own superhero show with
I mean,
Gorilla Grodd in it, mind you?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, that's something that a lot of people are, I'm pretty sure, are questioning. Why is Jimmy Olsen getting a TV show? I mean, I think a lot of people would probably rather see Lois Lane get her own TV show than Jimmy Olsen, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, maybe they saw something in the character in Superman that they were like, you know what, we want to explore that a little bit deeper. I mean, I I can get behind if done right. If it's done right, I can get behind. And of course, Mr. Ripley. Yeah, I think with him being in the Superman movie, that just kind of put it over because he was amazing. In it. I loved the character and I loved everything they did with that. They gave him his own little spotlight. And I mean, if you haven't seen Superman, go check it out. It was probably one of my favorite movies last year, for sure. And while we're on the topic of the DCU, Peter Safran came out and said, while superhero didn't meet expectations, she'll still be part of the DCU. I don't see a problem with that. I mean, you know, and the movie wasn't as bad as people make it. People make it seem like it's the worst movie of all time. Yes, it bombed, but
Well, it
I've seen worse.
doesn't exactly equate to how good an actual movie is.
No, it doesn't because as we see, and this is an example of a remote Bumblebee movie. Bumblebee
Transformers
did, I think.
1, Bumblebee,
What, Transform
He-Man.
I mean, yeah, there's an endless list, and I'm really bummed about He-Man, not doing good because I love the movie. The movie was great. Like I said, was Supergirl? Yeah, there are things that could have been done to it that just kind of, made it a little better, but it wasn't as bad as, in my opinion, that a lot of people made it out to be. It really wasn't.
Wasn't. And I think the thing about Supergirl is that although it wasn't bad, it was just average. But a
Yeah,
lot of people, since this is the second DCU movie, people were expecting a little bit more. So I think
true,
that it's kind of self-inflicted for setting your standard a little high.
true, true. Well, I get that. I get that. All right, and this is for you Marvel fans, which we love Marvel too. So don't think that we don't like Marvel, watch Marvel. Like my son just said, his favorite superhero now is Spider-Man. So, but X-Men '97 season 2. If you didn't see the last episode, no spoilers, but go check that thing out. That was a shock. I mean, like I said, we're not gonna spoil anything, but it was definitely a shocker, to say the least. So go check that out. Go check that out. I'm interested to see where they take the rest of this season with that. And next up, in more Marvel news, Marvel has announced that they are coming to Hall H on Comic-Con on July 25th. Son, I'm a little bit excited about that. I don't think Marvel's been to Comic-Con in a couple of years, I believe. If I'm
Not
not
until they. I don't think they last time they were there. I think that's when they revealed Robert Downey as Doctor Doom, if I'm correct.
uh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they skipped last year.
Yeah. So I'm hoping for the Doomsday trailer, like that actually shows Doom himself.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be something big. I mean, you don't get Hall H just for nothing, you know. And speaking of Hall H, also Lanterns, which I'm real excited about. Lanterns also coming to Hall H, and really excited about that. Really, really excited about that because correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Jon Stewart is going to be a part of the DCU instead of Hal Jordan. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's going to be John being a part of the DCU. Uh, so I'm excited about that one. Son, what you think?
For me, I've told you this off podcasts multiple times. Personally, I think it should have been Kyle Rayner.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
But that's not to say I'm not excited for John. I'm happy that they're going with the more DCAU route.
Okay, yeah.
Like instead of having Hal, who's gotten his time in Sun, like not as much as you would think for like the most popular Green Lantern, but he's gotten his time to shine. And besides the DCAU, you really can't name stuff Jon Stewart has been in. So I'm excited to see like what they do with him and what are their plans with him for the universe.
You know that's true because that animated movie, Green Lantern, Beware My Power, the one that was about Jon Stewart, that movie was amazing. So yeah, you're right. Outside of the DCAU, he really hasn't gotten any love. I know there was a little teaser on Arrow about Diggle being a Green Lantern, about his real last name being Stewart or something like that. And I know you didn't watch Arrow a lot, but trust me, I watched every single episode of Arrow because the show was amazing. But yeah, outside of that, I think there was like a little cameo of him in the first Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds. I think when Ryan Reynolds was fighting those guys, I think one of them was supposed to be quote unquote Jon Stewart. But yeah, I don't count that. I don't count that.
I've not seen that movie in I don't know how many years.
I know. Yeah, goodness, I think you were like 5 or something when it came out, I believe. So, yeah, it's you didn't miss anything, let's just say that.
I mean, I remember how Parallax looked, and that's
Yeah,
enough. But I
yeah.
was interested to see where they went with the Sinestro.
Yeah, 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 that would've been yeah, that was definitely interesting to see what they were going with Sinestro, but, unfortunately, the movie, it didn't do good. The reviews were bad. Yeah, it was not a good movie. It had potential. Yeah, it wasn't good. But speaking of a movie that was great, and you know, we know this one's gonna be good by the last one, Godzilla minus zero. They dropped a little trailer on that one, and I'll tell you, if you guys don't know, we are huge Godzilla fans. I've been watching Godzilla as far back as I can remember. Me and my brother used to watch it all the time. We got a little Godzilla type poster in this room that we're recording in at home right now. So we are huge Godzilla fans, and we super excited about that.
The thing I'm most excited for is I want to know why he's so big in that trailer, especially
He's huge,
compared to minus one, where he
yeah,
was still big. Obviously, it's Godzilla, so he's gonna be big. But
right.
he was massive in that trailer.
He was huge. He was huge. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about it. So we're excited for that one. That is a must watch because I didn't finish. Hey, I gotta be truthful. I didn't finish minus one, but I got like probably halfway through it. And don't worry, I will finish that. That movie was amazing for the parts I saw. Man, I mean, it won Academy Awards if I'm not mistaken. So
So
yeah, yeah, that movie was amazing.
and there is a theory going around
Mhm.
about minus zero. There might be two Godzillas in this movie.
Well, yeah, the one that they showed, like one that was in New York or something. He looked a little different than the other one that was, over in Japan. So, like, I I could see that. I could see that, and that'd be interesting. And you know, especially if one turns out to be like Space Godzilla or something. Just something. Do
Yeah,
something.
but there's also the chance that we get Space Godzilla in the Supernova.
Supernova. Yeah,
Supernova.
supernova. Hey, I wouldn't mind that at all. Oh man, I'm ready for that one too. Man, all right, all right. And then the last part of our multiverse minute segment, Tom Brittany. I'm not real familiar with his work. I'm not, so I'm not gonna sit and act like yeah, I know everything inside out about Tom Brittany. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. But apparently the rumor, and I know the rumor started months ago. But he finally came out and addressed the rumor of him playing Batman in the new DCU. And he just basically kept it coy. He said, no comment. I know nothing, just lovely rumors. And I remember James Gunn did the same thing. And the guy, he has to look. I'm not going to lie. He has to look. I could see him playing Batman. And he was a finalist. It was down between him and David Cornsweet to play Superman. So obviously, James Gunn is familiar with it. So it would not shock me if maybe in another couple months we hear his name is playing Batman. Like I said, I'm not familiar with his work. I have to go kind of go back and see like what he's been in, just to kind of gauge him as an actor. But as far as the look, he has to look to pull it off. So I wouldn't mind that at all. I think they say he played in some I don't know if it's a show or a movie called The Westies. That's the biggest thing that he's been in, as far as I know. Uh, but just looking at the guy, listening to him, I'm like, okay, I can see that. I can see that, son.
Yeah. I don't keep up with celebrities at all, so I'm definitely not well versed in this guy. But
Yeah,
I can definitely see him being a Bruce Wayne, a
yeah,
Batman. But I have heard rumors that the DCU Batman will be an older Batman.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how well he can pull that off, because maybe they want to have a quote unquote older Batman, but still have the actor be younger,
Mm,
so they can pull off all the stunts and movement Batman will be doing.
mm, okay. Yeah. 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 We'll see about that. We'll see about that. But those are, just some of the little news and our reactions to it. So we're going to move on to our main topic, our main segment, which is actually a panel the player segment. Today, we know we're a couple weeks late on some of it, and some of this news came out this week. So first up, PlayStation. Son, are you ready to do this? No, I'm talking about as far as talking about this. So we're definitely not ready for physical disc to go away, which is what we're about to talk about. So PlayStation came out and decided to end physical disc in January of 2028. Uh, as someone that is a physical disc player, and I've been playing I've been physical gaming since I can remember. I remember I had a ColecoVision back in the day. That's the first console I remember. ColecoVision, Atari, and of course, that's Nintendo, PlayStation. One thing, we've never had an Xbox, so I hadn't had Xbox. I played an Xbox, but I've never owned an Xbox. But for them to come out and say they're ending physical media, that is a gut punch to all players, all players that love physical media. I mean, that's gonna hurt retail stores like GameStop. What are they gonna do? You know, what are they gonna do uh, with things? And I know they've transitioned to selling more things than games. They have Funko Pops, they have action figures and statues and things like that. So they're a little bit ahead of this news right here, but still, I mean, think about this. Think about midnight releases.
Biggest midnight release of all time, which was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
People were
yeah,
lined up outside of GameStops for hours just trying to get that game. Like, remember when Sparking Zero come out and we had to go hunting for it?
yeah.
Like, sure, you prefer not to do that, but that's also just a general experience. That's like something that was. I don't want to say it was enjoyable because it prolonged me getting the hands on the game, but at the same time, it's like it was a good feeling to know
It
that
really was.
this game, everybody had so much hype garnered towards this game
Hmm.
that people were willing to go out
Yeah,
and hunt for it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And it's getting that feeling of ownership, right? You own this. They can't take it away from you. You own that copy. You bought that copy. It's yours forever. You do what you want to do. You want to let your friends borrow it. You want to sell it. And you want to do what you want to do with that. And I know with Breath of the Wild, that's Nintendo. And I think the thing that Nintendo is doing now is, with the key cards, you could, I think if I'm not too familiar with that, but I think you can like sell the key cards or something like that. But just think if Nintendo did away with that, if all of them did away, if every console was digital, I mean, you won't have that joy of hunting down your favorite game because there's something about looking for the physical game that is just, it's
irreplaceable.
yeah, it's irreplaceable. It really is. I mean, like I said, lining, like you was saying, just lining up for hours, just talking to people. Y'all have that same interest. You're trying to get this game, just having a conversation. And I promise you, those hours pass by so fast, man. You don't even think about it because you're just having a conversation with a stranger and y'all are just connecting on a level about gaming and just having that ownership. I mean, Yeah. Are you bummed out when it's sold out? Yes. Yes. But the hunt continues, you know, and that's the joy of having the physical gaming. I mean, it's nothing like that. And for them to do it, I mean, PlayStation, they've been getting drugged. They've been getting drugged everywhere because uh, it was on CNN. I mean, Domino's came out and threw sprays at them. Would you say, son? I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, it made it to national news, which which was mind-boggling. That was crazy. Like, when it goes to national news, you got Pizza Hut throwing shots at them and all these different things. It's it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, let's just say they would have came out and said, "Hey, while we are not going to produce physical media, you will always have access to this digital. It will never go away. It'll be yours. You know, we'll still support it." Now, if they would have said that, that would have softened the blow a little bit. But they didn't do that. They went radio silent. They said that and they were done.
Their next tweet after the announcement was announcing a giant fight stick.
Oh yeah, and people ate them up on that thing. I mean, ate them absolutely up with that because it's like, okay, you saying that, but you didn't say anything about this. Now the thing is, we as consumers, we have the power because right now, as it stands, that means to me, that's saying to me that the PlayStation 6 will be all digital, right? PlayStation 6 will be all digital. That's saying to me that we don't care about you as a consumer. I mean, we can voice our opinions and all things because that's what we do. That's the only thing we can do because they're not going to change their mind. They have time to, but in my heart of hearts, do I think they're going to reverse course and say, "Hey, you know what? Our bad." No, no. I mean, they showed you with the PS5 when they did a digital and a physical. You know, when they had the disc drive on it. We have a disc drive. We have a disc drive. I mean, it wasn't up for debate if we were going to get a digital or a disc drive. I mean, now if they want to keep it the same as the PS5 and say, you know, you get digital and physical, and you know have that as an option, then yeah, I'm good with that. I'm pretty sure everybody would be good with that. And not only that, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that that console is going to be over $1,000.
The Steam machine already costing
Yeah,
that much.
yeah, yeah. Don't even get me started on that thing. Don't even get me started on that thing. I mean, you want me to pay $1,000 for a console, 1,000 or 1,300, 1,000 without a controller for a console that is not, and regardless of what they say, it's a console. It is a console. They'll try to say, "Oh, it's a PC." No, it's a console. So you want me to pay over $1,000 for this thing that is barely on the level of a PS5, and I'm talking about barely. It's barely beating the PS4 Pro, if it is. You want me to pay $1,000 for that, or $1,300, and you gonna kick in a controller for it? You know, no, no, we're not doing it. But back on PlayStation, you know, the one thing I realized, son, I realized like your generation, like people in your generation, not you particularly, because you love physical games. But I realize a lot of people in your generation, they are digital. They don't mind digital. They love digital, and that's cool and all. I have no problem with that. But I'm saying as us as you know, people that grew up with the physical disc, just having that ownership, it's it hurts, man. It hurts, man, because I'm a PlayStation guy. We're PlayStation guys. Y'all can't tell. We are PlayStation guys. We dabbled into getting a PC, but then when the Rampocalypse, excuse me, when that hit, we backed up off that thing. We were like, whoa, whoa.
So many people created PCs right at the perfect time, like right
They
before
did.
it happened,
They
and we
absolutely
should
did.
have seen that coming. It's
Yeah,
like one of the biggest regrets we have not building
yeah,
that PC in time.
yeah. We struck out on that thing. There's no doubt about that. That was a missed opportunity on our end. Uh, and hopefully, man, hopefully these prices go back down because, I mean, gaming is becoming a rich man's game because it's like to where it used to be just, hey, everybody can enjoy. I mean, the average person won't be able to afford the next gen consoles. They just won't. They really won't because they are gonna all of them are going to be at least $1,000, and that's sad. That is sad because it's something therapeutic about playing video games. I mean, it's nothing like it's a great stress relief. I mean, you hear people say that all the time that you know they love gaming because it takes you to a place you're not worried about anything. You get lost into gaming. You start at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You look up, it's 11 o'clock at night. You're like, man, what happened? I mean, we've all done it. And I tell you, I don't game as much as I used to because I'm old now. But when I was your age, son, I mean, yeah, I was in it. I was in it hard. I'm talking about I can game for about 10 hours straight. I can game for about 10 hours straight. Uh, because that was therapy. And besides, it was fun. Besides, it was fun. I mean, one of my favorite games of all time is Metal Gear Solid. I've told you plenty of times how me and a couple friends and your uncle, man, hey, when that thing came out, boy, especially when Metal Gear Solid 2 came out, whew, I told you, I remember it was snowing and they came over and we just played Metal Gear Solid 2. It had just released. It was snowing. Your uncle and my cousin came over and we played Metal Gear Solid 2 for about 5 hours straight. Driving through the snow. I tell you. But see, and that goes back to my point right there. Physical gaming. Physical gaming. Metal Gear Solid 2. I mean, when the PlayStation 2 came out, it was just now getting to online. So online gaming definitely wasn't like it was. So just imagine if we didn't have the physical copy. And online gaming wasn't like that. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 2 didn't have online at all. You had to come over and play that thing. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. I don't either. I don't either. But like I said, it was just something about that, man. It's just special. Just getting together, you know, I mean, I do have friends that we went game hunting. I mean, me and you have gone game hunting. Yeah, we've gone game hunting for plenty of games. And we still do that to this day. To this day. I mean, we've been trying to find Godzilla. We had Godzilla and we moved. I don't know what happened to it. The Godzilla on the PS4. I know that thing's expensive now, but we had it and we can't find it anywhere. But that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. That's something, that ownership. That ownership. I have PS1 game. I have Resident Evil 2 on the PS1 right now. I have Dino Crisis. I own those. I bought those way there for PS1. I have those right now, still to this day. And that's the thing that we're talking about. That is exactly what we're talking about. But that's just one of the things that PlayStation done. Another thing is they said that they will delete your PSN account after 3 years. They will delete your PSN account after 3 years. Yeah, after 3 years, they said they can delete your PSN account. I mean, that. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. But I kind of understand that a little.
Like, 3 years is a long time, to be fair.
Right. When it's inactive. Yeah.
It's in
That's why I
that
say I
3 years.
understand that.
Okay, you're just wasting time. But at the same time, you never know what could happen. You know, like somebody could just be in a coma, deployed to military, just injured in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like 3 years is a long time, but there are scenarios where it's like you want to game, you want to get back into it, but you're unable to.
Yeah.
And so all
Yeah.
of a sudden your progress and everything, your achievements, everything you worked for gone.
Yeah. That is for sure. Life be life. That's what they say. And so, like I said, I can understand that one a little bit more. I really can. Um, but what PlayStation is doing, that's just, man. I mean, right now, to me, the winner out of all this is Nintendo. And I tell you what, if I was Asha Sharma at Xbox, if I was Xbox, no, I would jump on it. I would jump on that and say, hey, Project Helix. I mean, take a note from PlayStation. Be like, hey, you'll have that option if you want to play physical or digital. Because the rate Xbox is going, whoo. But if I was them right now, I would jump on it and be like, hey, Project Helix, you will have that option of playing physical or digital. And I know they said they were like weighing their options on what the Project Helix is going to be. But see, they should come out right now and say, hey, this is what's going to be on a Project Helix. And I know that they said they're going to, of course, you're going to be able to play console and PC titles. And I think one of the rumored things what they were going to say, it was going to be the most backward compatible Xbox ever. And they're going to be supporting games from multiple generations previous. I mean, they have a chance right now, son, to gain ground. I don't know if they can quite overtake PlayStation. I don't know if Xbox can overtake PlayStation, but they have an opportunity
With
right
how
now.
much PlayStation's messed up recently between
Yeah.
announcing the end of physical media to this.
Yeah.
If Xbox comes out right now, this very second, and says, "Hey, by the way, you'll be able to play physical games on our next generation console," just like that, I believe that Project Helix will immediately outsell PS6.
Yeah.
I feel like even without that, it might.
Yeah. Because as it stands right now, at this very moment, I'm not getting a PS6. Some people say, oh, that's just anger talking, and that's probably the way Sony thinking. Yeah, people are going to be mad at first, but they'll get over it. They'll get this PS6. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody is like that. I have no plans, as it stands right now, to get a PS6. I'm not. I'm just not doing it. Because you own nothing. You will own nothing but the console. You will own nothing. Everything will be digital. It's going to be super expensive. So like I said, I believe Project Helix and the PlayStation 6 are both going to be over $1,000. I mean, take that to the bank. I truly believe that. Truly, in my heart of hearts, believe that's where they're going with that thing. That sucker is going to be over $1,000
Easily.
Now, what I do wish the PlayStation 6 would come out now, what would change my mind if they say, like how Project Helix, hey, it's going to be backwards compatible all the way to the PS2. The PS2, in my opinion, is the GOAT of consoles.
Ridiculous to say at all.
I mean, the PS2 was, boy, man, look, whew, that thing there was amazing. Oh man, I'm telling you, I mean, when I got the PS2, I believe the first game I got on there was probably Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, I believe it was Metal Gear Solid 2. And man, that PS2, that thing was amazing. That thing was absolutely amazing. But like I said, if I was Xbox, that's what I would do. That's definitely what I would do. I would definitely come out and say, hey, you know, we're gonna still support physical, and you'll have that option. You'll have that option. Like how the PS5 did. You wanna buy a a separate disc player, then that's an option. All right. So while we're on the topic of Xbox, this week, CEO Asha Sharma, she sent a lengthy message to the entire Xbox team, announcing her plans for a reset of Xbox and its operations, and she calls it the most significant restructure in Xbox history. Just a little bit of what she said. She said, "Our business today is not healthy. We're operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than a comparable platform and publishing businesses. We entered Generation 9 with a smaller install base and higher cost structure. To grow, we bet on Game Pass, multi-platform, and a broader portfolio of content. While those businesses have created meaningful value, they did not grow at a pace we expected. As that happened, our core business weakened and we added more teams, more investment, more time, hoping for a better outcome. And now the industry is facing its most severe hardware crisis in its history. We must reset Xbox." You know what? And you can blame Uncle Phil for that. You can blame Uncle Phil for that, son. That man went and bought up so many studios. He, yeah, he bought a lot of studios. I mean, it's crazy, and I get it because I mean, by the way, the pandemic's been it happened 6 years ago, but that's when he started buying up all these studios because people were, home gaming. So naturally, you see that as an opportunity to, get out there and grow your brand or, make more money because gaming was big. It still is big. Yeah, it
But
still is.
according to Google, Xbox bought out 8 major development studios,
Think about that.
including Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And so now what has happened, what has happened is now they parted ways with 5 studios. 5. I mean, they parted ways with Compulsion Games, which created South of Midnight, which, by the way, is on a PS5 now, son. We got to get that thing. That game looks amazing. I've heard people talk about South of Midnight, but like I said, we're PlayStation guys. It was only on Xbox up until, I believe, March of this year. But now it's on the PS5, and I really just found out about it like last week, and I saw some gameplay. I saw a couple guys playing, and I'm like, man, this game looks amazing. So that is on the list. Add that to the backlog list. And Double Fine, which created Psychonauts. And the good thing about it that they're cutting. It's going to be like I believe 3,600 jobs that are gone, and that's bad. That's terrible. Uh, but the good thing about this, Compulsion and Double Fine, they'll be independent studios, but they'll keep their IPs and game catalogs. I mean, Xbox purchased those in 2018 and 2019, but for them to keep everything that came with them and everything that they're working on, the IPs in their game catalogs, you can't be mad at that.
They get to keep their work. They get to keep their work.
Yes.
They own it, and they can take however long they need on it. but
Yeah,
they won't have the backing of
yeah,
Xbox.
that's the only
That's
thing
the
about it.
only
Like,
thing about it.
yeah, that's the only thing about it. And like I said, they'll be independent, but I mean, hey, uh, who was that? I'm so sorry it escaped me, but
So sorry.
no, well, yeah, Silk Song, Expedition 33. I mean, those are examples of uh independent game studios that make amazing games. I mean, so it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being an independent studio, but I know, you know, I'm pretty sure when Xbox came calling, they were like, "Man, yeah, we can, do so much more with a big, with a big company behind us."
You.
Right? Yeah, it's not blaming them at all. I mean, a lot of us would have jumped at an opportunity like that, you know. But not only those two, Ninja Theory, which makes Devil May Cry and Hellblade, and Undead Labs, which is State of Decay. It says that they enter terms to join new ownership with funding to complete and grow Sinua, I think that's how you say it, and State of Decay 3. That's what Asha said. And those titles are coming out in 2027. Um, they haven't like announced like who the new owners of Ninja Theory and Undead Labs will be, but it was reported that Xbox had already planned a split from Ninja Theory before revealing Senua. I don't know how you say that. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. But during the Xbox showcase in June, uh, but they showed it anyway to kind of like attract people that are interested in buying it. But State of Decay, it had a new trailer as well. Uh, but Arcane, it's a little bit less, it's a little bit less, it's a little less clear on that because they're the studio that they currently making Blade, and they made Dishonored and Death. But they were saying that Asha said that they were entered to required consultation in France to review potential strategic operations. And I know Blade has reportedly is facing cancellation because there's been so many issues. Not only the game, I mean, look at the movie. I mean, it, I really don't know. I really don't know, man. Wow, if it did, that is terrible. Yeah, if it
Says
did,
it hasn't been officially canceled, but the project has been removed from Disney's release calendar.
oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, and you hate to see uh popular characters or movies or anything like that. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe Masters of the Universe was in development since 2011. It changed so many hands, so many studios, so many things. It changed. So, it's like this sometimes. Uh, but um, with that, like I said, it says 1,600 employees will be terminated today. That was when they that's when she announced this. I mean, they laid off people from Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, King, Mojang, and Xbox Game Studios. Uh, and it says half of them are laid off immediately, and then the other half will be laid off throughout the fiscal year of 2027. Um, but she did confirm that none of their games or projects will be canceled. Um, which I guess if you're an Xbox fan and you're looking forward to some of their games coming out, that makes you happy. But I mean, it sucks seeing people lose their jobs. It it really sucks. And for you, son, going into game development, this is one of the things we talk about. I mean, I think it'll be okay, but this is one of the things that you really have to think about right there.
As I said with y'all when we discussed this, The best option for me might to be go with Nintendo because you really
Yeah,
don't hear Nintendo shutting down entire game studios
you
and
really
laying
don't.
off thousands of people.
Yeah, you really don't.
Like
You
this isn't
really
to like glaze Nintendo as like they're the best, they can't do anything wrong. No, nothing like that.
right,
But
right.
like they at least they don't lay off anybody.
Yeah, yeah. Not anything major. I don't remember last time I heard anything like that. But one of the interesting things she said, this this had me. I did not know that. Listen to this. She said, uh, management layers will be reduced to no more than 5, and where possible 3. She said because today, in some parts of the company, work passes through as many as 14 layers of management. Our pla- our platform teams are 40% larger than they were at the start of this generation, even as our player base and playtimes have declined. That complexity has slowed decisions, blurred accountability, and made it harder to deliver for players. As we reset Xbox, we will simplify. 14 layers of management. That's crazy.
Like game
That's
devs have to go through so
that's
many
crazy.
people just to get it approval for the game.
Wow. You think about that. You got to go through 14 people. 14 people to get something done. That is a trouble. That is ridiculous. 14 layers. Hey, Tim, what do you think about this? Okay, let me go ask Brian. Hey, Brian, what do you think about this? That sounds good. Let me go ask Jeff. Jeff, what do you think about this? Let me go ask Amy. Amy, what do you think about this? Sounds good. Let me go ask Sarah. Sarah, what do you think about this? Let me go ask Helen. Helen, what do you think about this? Sounds good. Let me go ask Jane. I mean,
So on and so
so
forth.
on and so forth. That's crazy. So I definitely understand her doing this. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's mind-boggling. 14 people. Woo. 14. Wow. And you could be sitting there just to get a definite answer. You could be sitting there for months waiting on somebody to respond to a request you put in. This is July now. You could be sitting there from a request that you put in April, trying to get something approved. You could be sitting there for months simply because there's so many people you got to go through. That's wow. I mean, I give my hats off to her for that one. I don't have an issue with that at all. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But that is our rant. As I ran on that, guys, we're gonna move on to a little bit of a fun segment, which we call "Pitch It in 60 Seconds." Now, the idea is this: that we're gonna pitch a game idea. We're gonna have 60 seconds to talk about that idea. Maybe we may go a little bit longer. 60 seconds. Sometimes it's a little quick. But so the game I'm gonna pitch, I would love to see a multiplayer Justice League beat 'em up, similar to Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I mean, of course, we're gonna start with a 10 character base. We're gonna start with the hardcore 5: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern. For your sake, son, we'll say Kyle Rayner, but it can be John Stewart. It can be John Stewart. It can be Hal Jordan, right? But the next 5 that I want to see, excuse me, the next 5 that I want to see would be Vixen, Green Arrow, Firestorm, Blue Beetle, and Hawker. Right? We'll say that's the 10. Of course, DLC coming on. We can add like the Teen Titans as a whole DLC, right? Teen Titans, yeah.
Icon, Rocket,
Gun and Rocket, yeah. Shazam,
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange,
Doctor Fate.
this guy. Uh,
Yes, I know
Doctor
being a DC fan.
Doctor Fate.
The Fate.
We got a lot of ways we can go. Hawkman. I mean, so we got a lot of things we can play with. Shoot, we can even get like Catwoman or something. She's not a villain or a hero. She's a Catwoman be playable. Huntress. Some more women. Huntress, Catwoman. But yeah, that's my game pitch, son. What about you?
They have to hear me out on this,
Okay.
but it can be a asymmetrical. You know what asymmetrical is, right?
Yeah. But,
Like an asymmetrical Batman horror game
okay.
where one player plays as Batman himself and everybody else plays as goons.
Okay.
Like there was something like this in Batman Arkham Origins, I believe,
Okay.
where there were 3 teams. One was Joker goons, one was Batman and Robin, and one was Bane goons. It was like super fun.
Okay. I got
But
you.
I'm talking about straight up horror. Like you can't fight back, you can't do anything.
Can't fight back.
You can quote unquote fight back,
Yeah.
but it's not gonna mean anything in the end because it's Batman.
Okay.
Like I'm talking about, in Arkham where he can do stealth takedowns.
Yeah.
Like he can sneak up behind you and grab you. You can have to like mash to get out of it and run away. But he's gonna be chasing you, whether it's from like vantage points or anything swinging around.
Hmm.
Alternatively, and I thought of this just recently, and I'm surprised because when you think about it, it seems like so obvious, but it's never been done.
Really?
A Transformers racing game.
Oh. Okay. No, there is one Transformers
There's
race.
one, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a bigger, more grand.
Oh,
'Cause I
okay.
feel like because when you think about it, there is no big grand Transformers racing game,
No, not really.
and it seems like such a obvious setup, but there isn't.
Okay. I dig it. I
Like,
dig.
there's one for Switch, which looks good. Switch and PlayStation, it looks good. Transformers Galactic Trials.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was the name. Galactic Trials. Yeah, that was the name of it. Yeah.
But I'm talking about like wide cast, like Bumblebee, Optimus, Megatron, Soundwave, Shockwave, Starscream, Sideswipe, Ironhide, RC,
Oh man. Come on. Okay. Get with you. I'm with you.
Bulkhead, Hound, Ratchet. You can have like a huge cast of characters, and you can have like power-ups and stuff that allow you to transform like into your robot mode and use weapons to like fire at and slow down enemies or whoever you're racing against.
All right. I can dig it. And by the way, guys, we are huge Transformers fans. I mean, me particularly, I've been watching Transformers since it first came out in 1984 when I was a wee lad watching that. So, I mean, Transformers is like number one for me. Huge Transformers. I mean, we collect them. I have so many of them that I collected over the years, so many figures. So, huge Transformers fans. All right. I like it, son. I like it. All right. So now, all right, let's move on to, you know what? I don't think we talked about this, but we're going to do a hot take. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm going to do a hot take real quick. This is Hot Take Arena. But my hot take is going to be this. I think I may be wrong. I'm probably going to be wrong, but that's why it's a hot take. My hot take is that Marvel's Avengers Doomsday will make less money than Infinity War. I mean, less than Infinity War. I believe Infinity War made, let me say this, domestic. Because I think Infinity War made somewhere about 650 domestically. So I don't think Doomsday gonna do that. Uh, I could be wrong. Could could be wrong, but that's my hot take. I think let's see, it made 678.8 domestically. And we talking about US and Canada. And it made almost 1.4 international. But I think Doomsday will do less than that. You got a hot take, son, or you want to move on?
Dude, and I've said this several times to you before. It's sticking with Doomsday, so I guess we're doing a Doomsday hot take.
Uh-huh.
I think Clayface will be better movie than Doomsday.
Ooh, I like it. Because we didn't talk about Clayface. That's coming up. But we'll see. Man, like you now, to be clear, you're not saying it's gonna make more money. You're just saying as a movie in general, it's gonna be better.
Yes.
Okay, I can get with that. All right, I can get with that. Okay. All right, son. Okay, I like it. All right.
Like, my thing is with Doomsday, there's been too much. It's been too much.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But it may be worth it in the end. We'll see.
It is.
All right. We're gonna move on. All right, let's move on to the segment of the show of Controller Check. And right here, we just talk about what we've been either playing, reading, or watching, and also what games we're looking forward to. So, son, you can go first on this. What have you been playing, reading, or watching, and what games are you looking forward to?
Well, right now, game I'm looking most forward to, Wolverine figures.
Absolutely. Me too.
Everybody looking forward to that. But as for what I've been playing recently, as you know, we recently dug up the old Wii. Dust that off.
We did.
What you've been seeing? I've been on the Michael Jackson Just Dancing.
Yes. If y'all don't know, he has that thing. He been firing that thing up every day. We dug up the whole. We're huge Michael Jackson fans. And for me, I grew up on Michael, of course. So we dug that sucker up. We've been on the Wii. He's been playing Michael, him, and my daughter. If you guys don't know, I have 2 children. I have a daughter as well, and both of them are in college. So, but anyway, yeah, he's been playing Michael. he's been getting his workout on with that. I dig it. All right, cool. I'm looking forward to Wolverine as well. Notice we didn't say GTA 6. I mean, to me, that's like a cop-out answer. Everybody looking forward to that. I mean, we don't play.
I'll save that for next time.
Yeah. Keep it in your pocket, sir. But I'm looking forward to Wolverine. Yeah, I would say Wolverine is probably number 1 as it stands right now. I can't think of much else outside of Wolverine and GTA 6. I know there are other games. I think September has like some bangers coming in itself.
September and October, because everybody's avoiding the November spot. But besides Godzilla,
you know what? Let me back up. I'm looking forward to Marvel Tokon. I'm looking forward to Marvel Tokon, which comes out next month, and then Wolverine. Wolverine's the closest thing. I'm looking for more Marvel Tokon. As far as what I've been playing, reading, and watching, I haven't really been playing a lot. I did watch a couple episodes of X-Men 97 though. So like I said, son, I don't know if you watched it up, but yeah, I watched it up to the spoiler point, which we're not going to talk about the spoiler, but
maybe next week.
Yeah, we'll say that next week. We'll probably touch on that next week. Let you guys, if you haven't watched it, just you guys kind of catch up with it. Yeah, so we'll save that. We'll definitely save that. All right, so let's move on to our final segment of the show, son. We call this one "Continue or Cancel," and we pick one franchise, whether it's a movie, game, or comic, to continue or to cancel. I'll start with this one. A game franchise that I will continue because it definitely deserved more continuation is the Transformers the Cybertron series. War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron. Those we will. I want to continue that. Those games are epic. Those games. I mean, I remember we saw the first trailer of War for Cybertron, and son, you were like, oh gosh. I don't remember when it came out, but you were a wee lad. And I remember watching the trailer. When we watched the trailer, we were hyped.
I remember when we got the demo for it.
Yeah.
I remember when we got that demo for it. Played it nonstop, just every single day, just waiting for the release date.
Yeah.
Just for the demo. Because the demo, if I remember correctly, the demo for it was the very first mission for who did you play as? I don't remember this.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was on stuff. I'm pretty sure it had to be.
Probably. Unless I'm thinking about the Fall of Cybertron demo.
You may be talking about the Fall of Cybertron because I remember you played that first level with Bumblebee.
Yeah, the first level with Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll talk about the Fall of Cybertron demo. With that demo, I remember specifically. I remember it like it was yesterday, even though it was so many years ago.
Yeah.
You play as Bumblebee, and something I always found weird about that is that Bumblebee wasn't talking, and this was before his injury to where he couldn't talk.
Right.
So that was weird to me, but I remember you play as Bumblebee. There was this one section where you had to like sprint through fire. You had to sneak up on this one guy.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very end of it, Megatron and Optimus are fighting, and Bumblebee jumps in the way and gets shot by Megatron. And that's how they end the demo.
Absolutely.
Like, you see something like that happen, yeah, you're hooked.
Yeah. For sure. And one franchise I would cancel. This has nothing to do with comics, games, or anything but Scream. I don't think I need to elaborate more. It's done. Let's be through with that. All right, son. What is your continued cancel?
I'll start off with my cancel first. But the current Tom King's run of Wonder Woman is awful. Like such a waste of a character. Especially as big of a character as Wonder Woman.
Absolutely.
It's doing her such a disservice, man.
Oh. All right.
It's like in the latest issue of it, when Wonder Woman has to like, I'm not gonna spoil it. Actually, I was thinking about it, but like, let me not spoil it.
Okay, I dig it. All right. And what you continue with?
Even though this game, it had a game not too long ago, but then again, it was pretty long ago. The Marvel, let me say 2 games. One would be Ultimate Alliance, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Absolutely.
2, and this you never played these games, but you know what they are. Skylanders.
Oh yeah.
There hasn't been a Skylander. The last Skylander game was, I believe,
was your jam. Sure. Absolutely.
The last game was Imaginators.
Oh wow. Okay. What year did that come out?
Let me check. 2016.
10 years ago. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Yep. Wow.
2016. And we know Spiral is getting a new game.
Okay. Yes. Yes, it is.
So maybe there's hope. But I'm not sure with things like Toys to Life, which once again, this brings back up physical media. Toys to Life. Where you know with Skylanders, you had that little portal thing. I still have it in there.
Yeah.
You had to put the toys on the portal and get them in game.
Yeah. Yeah. That was unique and that was amazing. That, nobody
it's expensive because you had to go out and buy like so many of them. But there was this feeling like it was unique.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's like I said, physical media, man. And I just hope it never goes away. The resurgence of it, not even in video games, the resurgence of physical media. Your generation. I mean, I think I saw something that you guys, I think, keeping like Blu-rays and DVDs. And look how vinyl came back. Vinyl records. So, like I said, it's something to be said about physical media and having that ownership of it. That's just no better feeling. I have this. You can't take this away. This is mine. I purchased this. My money. This is mine. So that was that was amazing. All right. Well, that will. I believe that will record this episode. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Giving us your time, letting us be a part of your day. If you would like to, please follow us on socials. Panel the Player on Instagram and Panel the Player on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Panel the Player on there. Like, share, subscribe. We're probably going to put this up we're going to get a YouTube channel started as well. We have one started, so may upload it on there as well. But yeah, other than that, very first episode. How you feeling?
I think we did good. I think it's good.
Yeah, you did good. Let's give yourself a round of applause, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, that's enough. All right, so with that, we're going to close this episode out. So from the panel to the player, the adventure continues. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day.